Hi, what's going on YouTube? It's Francois here and I'm back with another video. Today we're finna be doing a top 10 park players. Now this list goes through all the best park players in the game. So no Pro-Am players, no E-League players, no My Team, none of that. Only park players and who are the best. It's top 10. So it goes from worst to best. Even though everyone on this list is goated as fuck, literally like good as hell, but we're just rating them compared to each other. So at number 10 we have one of my friends and someone that's inside T7. I'm goated ASF. Now TBH, I was forced to put him on this list. He helped me out with this list right here, so he basically forced me to put him in at number 10. But overall he is a good player. I'll stream more so you guys can see me play with him. I don't have that many clips of me just playing raw gameplay with him. All I have is his mixtape clips, but I'll put him in the background. But he is overall just a good player and he could take over whenever, honestly. Like if it's really like we're running threes, all we really need is like a decent pure sharp and we already won the game. He's a pretty good point guard. The only flaw that I'll give him is I guess he doesn't see people open. That's about it. But overall, he's pretty good. At number 9, we have Chamama or Chamomo. I don't know how to say it. But he's a really good playmaker sharp. And you can just look at his record. He's goated. Like literally, he is goated. He can get himself open whenever he wants. He has the double takeover now. So it's GG if you leave him open for a second. He's just goated. He plays pretty well inside the LSK $1,000 tournament, so I really couldn't make a list without putting him on here. He's pretty good, but he's just not as good as the other people on this list. So with that being said, we're gonna jump straight on to number 8. Now number 8 has to go to Hank the Tank. Hank the Tank is really just known for being one of the best dribble guys, just like dribbling up, blah blah blah. But he honestly is really good if you just want to play like comp. Like he can go to comp stage and really do some work there. Like he's a really good comp player, and he also plays really well to the LSK $1,000 tournament. He can get himself open whenever he wants, and he has the IQ to go for the passing lane steals. His defense is actually pretty good for a playmaker sharp, and he honestly could have been higher on this list, but there's just a whole bunch of things going on with him right now, talking about like boosting and stuff, and I don't know if I could just I don't know. I'm just gonna put him at number 8. But he could have been higher on this list. He's also a Ruffles and Gold Rush winner, and that really does say a lot. Alright, so straight on to number 7. Now number 7, okay, I know that this is kind of good, a little bit kind of be controversial because I'm putting Hank at number 8 and then him at number 7. I have ATR Wade, and if you guys don't know who that is, basically one of Dat Boy's best friend. He plays with Dat Boy a lot, but if you guys ever watched that boy play, he's always playing with Wade for a reason. If Dat Boy ever has a bad game, which I don't think he ever will in his entire life, but Wade could very much easily take over the game so fast. Like literally, he could take over the game in seconds. He's just, I don't know, he's kind of like a spark plug type guy. I can't really explain it. He's really good at defense. He always goes for the passing lane steals. He's always there for when you need that open bucket. He will always get somebody open or get himself open for the open bucket. He's just overall just a really good guard, and that's why I have him over Tank. Now at number 6 we have Power DF. He is the best rebounding sharpshooter in this game. No cap, no durag. There's no other rebounding sharp better than him. I have my own rebounding sharp, and I could say it's really hard to run that build. I'm not gonna lie. Having my 73 open 3, it's really hard, bruh. It's really hard. But somehow he makes it work. He would not only just take threes like a normal stretch, he would drive in a lot. Like you would see him driving in a lot, and that confuses the defender because they see him as a sharpshooter first. He's gonna be pulling threes, but he would take you off the dribble and go for the dunk, and he will always. His defense is actually pretty good, even though sometimes if you see him like play, sometimes he'd be selling, but he's always there to make up for his mistakes on the defensive end. So I have to have him at number 6. And at number 5 we have Power's basically brother partner. I don't know what you want to say, but the better version of Power. Grinding DF. this man started a whole wave, bro. Like, he literally started the stretch wave in 2K19. There, like, no question about it. Everyone made a stretch because of him. You could say it's because of that boy. You could say it's because of Duke Dennis. No, it's because of him. He made the dribbling stretch. He made all this shit, and it has literally changed 2K. Like, he has changed how everyone thinks about this game, how everyone thinks about stretches. He dropped off Ronnie 2K so many times, and he's just goated as fuck, no question about it. He's just goated. Like, he can play point guard and actually be a good point guard. Like, he can literally play point guard as a 7-footer. And on wide open shots, it's a GG. It's always green. On contested shots, it's a GG. It's always green. Do not put a guard on this man because he will shoot straight over him. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. So that's gonna go for number 5, grinding DF. And for number 4, now this is when it really gets into like the comp players. Like, if you ever see these kids in your park, run away instantly. Do not pull up on them. You will get dropped off. At number 4, we have Poor Boy Sin. Poor Boy Sin is something else, bro. This kid is something else. He usually runs with a stretch. I've seen him play with a lot. I've seen him play with like mostly stretches, and he likes to run the 2s court. And when you see somebody hitting 97 overall from straight park, having almost 5,000 games played and only 300 losses, like come on, bruh. Like, I don't know how he dominates the park like how he does. I don't know, it's just because he played the game so much. He knows every little thing about this game, but he's a different breed. Like, he is literally a different breed of player. If I ever see him in my park, I am not playing that. I'm running away. Like, I know 2K19 people be making fun of people for dodging comp, but I ain't playing that game, bro. I swear to God, I'm not playing that shit. All right, now at number 3, we have Dat Boy. And I guess you could, like, I know I might get a little bit of hate for that one right there, because I have Poor Boy Sin at number 4, then Dat Boy at number 3. And this is a park player list, and Poor Boy Sin does have more park games played than Dat Boy. But if you just look at how Dat Boy, like, I don't know, Dat Boy has always had the best IQ in the game since 18, 17. He just always had the best IQ. That's what really matters in park. Like, you have to have your IQ up, or else you're gonna get scored on by like stupid stuff, like not guarding baseline, or not going for the pass lane steals, or not knowing how to hedge, not knowing how to go under screens, not knowing how to guard glitches. He just has, like, his IQ is infinite. Like, it is crazy. He is just so smart with how he plays. That's why he's taking like 20 losses ever inside his entire park career. And I know it's not a pro-am list, but you could see him go in any game mode, pro-am, rec, park, anything, and he would dominate. Like, he would take over that game with ease. It's his shit. Like, he scored 152 points in a rec game. That's 20 minutes, bruh. Like, he could just do whatever, whenever. And at number 2, we have another Ruffles and Goldish Renner, and that is D-Time. D-Time, I would say, D-Time is the second best guard in the game. There is no question about it. He is the second best guard in the game. He can do whatever, and I like him so much only because he has, like, okay, I would say like 3/4 of the IQ of Dat Boy, with the dribbling of Hank, and the experience that like Poor Boy Sin has. He has basically all 3 of those people into one, and that is D-Time. D-Time is just great overall. He can play with anybody. He can play with the inside center, he can play with the outside center, he can play with the trashiest build of the game, honestly, and still figure out how to run the right rotations, how to run everything correctly so they can win. Like, I don't understand how he does some of the things that he does, but he is just really good overall. And he is just like, if we gave him an overall like at a 60 or at a like 0 to 99, he would be a good 94 or something. Like, he would be a good 94 overall. And then at number 1, we have the best park player inside my eyes, the best park player to ever touch the game in 2K19, and it is not a stretch, it is not even a center, it's a guard, and it is G-Size. I may get a little bit of hate for this, but G-Slice is the best park player. Like, he literally is the best park player ever for 2K19. He has the experience. Like, he's played so many games. I don't even know how he played that many games with a broken hand, basically. Like, he is dropping kids off with a broken, like, come on, bruh. Like, when you're getting dropped off by a guy that has a broken hand and he's doing it with ease, like, come on. Like, there's something different about this kid that we don't know. Like, there is something different that we do not know about G-Slice. He really could play like any build. Like, he can play like any build. Like, he shoots lights out. He can take the fadeaway shot creator shots with ease. He dribbles, like, I wouldn't say that he's like a dribble god, but he can get himself open pretty easily, and he'll get his mans open anytime he wants. And his defense is A1. His IQ is literally off the charts. Like, he has, his IQ is as good as that boy's IQ, because he has so many games played, and he's just so smart. He knows how this game runs. He knows what's lightly contested. He knows what's wide open. He knows exactly what to do, and he would abuse that. Like, he will literally abuse that. He knows everything. He knows what's right, what's wrong. Like, I just can't, bro. I just can't, like, I can't explain this man. Like, he is just so good at the game. I'm even surprised that he's ever taken losses. Like, you see him at the LSK tournament, and while he did lose the LSK tournament, I would call bull on it, because if you guys watched his video or if you were in the live stream, like, you guys seen what happened. The guy died and he was basically out of bounds, and they didn't call anything. So it was overall just trash, just tragic for him, honestly. And they had to pull up with 2 E-League players, and they had lockdowns and stuff. It was just like they had to pull up with 2 lockdowns just to clamp up 1 man. Like, think about that, bruh. You guys have to pull up with 2 lockdowns just to clamp up 1 man. G-Slice is the definition of comp. If you ever see him, run. Now that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks if you guys. Now that's gonna do it for this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you guys think that my list was so incorrect, it's crazy. And go into the comments and comment what you guys think. Who should have been higher? Who should have been lower? Who should be off the list? Who should be on the list? So if you guys want more videos like this, just subscribe, and thanks. I'm out.